basket is good. It's a 3. 12 seconds may seem short to you, but to the Hornets right now, it's an eternity.
Certainly is now.
Now the Hornets.
Watch Korver's left elbow right there. Wow. And tell you what.
20-second timeout to Hornets.
20-second timeout to the Hornets now. This kid Gilchrist.
Kyle Korver is not that kind of player, but it looked like he wanted to make contact and try to push MKG into that screen so that he could get free for the shot. And unfortunately, it hit Mike in the nose area.
Now the area that they'll inbound, at least at this moment, I'm not sure they can move it. Or can they?
Oh, I'm sure they can. Yeah, it was a made field goal. And timeout was called
by the officials to look at
before the ball was inbounded.
That's right. Yep, they will move it. They can move it. They'll move it into front court. Of course, at this point in time, of course, the Hornets can throw it into backcourt if they want to get a clear reception. Stevenson's headed there. Here comes Walker. Walker, and he gets fouled finally. Horford may get the call for the foul. 9.3 seconds go. 2.7 on that inbounds.
Wow. It's a tough place to inbounds the ball right there on the sideline. Kemba just fought his way to a foul.
Kemba has a chance to give them a 3-point lead again. Ooh. I mean, yeah, those rims are up there to use, but you don't have to use all of it. All right, one more for Kemba Walker. It's a 3-point lead again, 110-107, 9.3. 20-second timeout taken by Atlanta here. They'll be able to move the ball up in front court. More suspense here in Charlotte between these two Southeastern rivals.
Now, do you make the change and switch any screen that Korver comes off of it? When he just hit the 3, Mike Kidd-Gilchrist did not switch. He was chasing him, trying to get back over the rescreen. That freed Korver up. So do you switch to deny Korver that shot on this defensive possession?
Well, there's been a lot of heartbreak in this series for the Hornets, especially recently. How about last year?
Oh,
to force overtime. This is in Atlanta.
Look at this shot. Guys facing the other way.
Look at that.
One leg.
Wow. He couldn't repeat that in a month of Sunday. But he sent it into overtime where Atlanta prevailed thanks to Paul Millsap's 33 points.
Well, he is the guy that will be passing the ball inbounds. You always want to keep your eye to make sure you have him covered.
And watch where Korver goes. He's their surest option here to tie this up. And Teach. Scott for 3. No. Rebound kept by Walker, knocked out of bounds. It looks like it's going to go off Millsap. And they're going to give it back to Atlanta. With 4.2 seconds left to go.
They'll definitely take a look at replay.
Yeah, they're going to have to look at this, and Mike Budenholzer knows it. That's why he's got his team gathered around him, because neither team, I don't believe, has a timeout left. Let's get a look at this.
Atlanta has possession. Kemba's trying to throw it off of Millsap. Oh yeah,
that's off Millsap.
It hit Lance and then ricocheted off Millsap's chest. But they're looking. Oh,
they're looking out.
was that heel on the floor.
They don't have much to go on that one. All right, Millsap is the last one to touch this ball. Watch this. It goes off his chest, but they're saying that Kemba was out of bounds, that his foot was on the line, and this is the shot they're looking at.
Clearly has possession of the ball. Now the question is his heel touching the line. But it can be out of bounds, but if it's not touching the floor, then you're in. It's where your foot is touching the floor.
I think they've made a call. It's confirmed it's going to be Atlanta ball with 5.8 seconds left to go. They'll inbound on the end line under their own basket.
No timeouts for the Hawks.
3-point lead for Charlotte. Antich gets it inbounds. Here's the three by Scott. Yes! Ties it up with 3.5 left to go. And now the Hornets will take a final timeout. He may be headed to another overtime, but the Hornets have the ball with 2.6 seconds left to go.
How did Scott get that clean a look?
He looked covered initially, but he was able to get some separation on the defender. Watch this.
That's a good pass right there. Well, Kemba switched on the screen, but he had his back to the ball just long enough right there, and he kind of lost the location of Scott. And then Scott, much bigger player, just shoots right over the top.
Ties it up. Scott came in here 7 for 11. He was having a tremendous start to his season in the first 3 games. So it should not be a surprise that Mike Scott hits that shot.
Their 12th 3 of the game for the Hawks.
Well, let's look at what it means for the Hornets here. 2.6 seconds left to go.
Now, was the timeout called before Kemba put that ball on the floor and took a dribble? It was very close. Now,
I'm guessing they're not going to be able to move it. If not, where do you go here?
Well, if you can't move the ball, still it'll be taken on the sideline about 3/4 court. So your initial pass has got to be in your area, at least across half court. Else you're just going to take a couple of dribbles and a desperation shot.
Hornets have had their share of exciting finishes. We've had exciting finishes all over the league. How about Gordon Hayward's 3-pointer that dumped Cleveland?
Coach Clifford is trying to tell the officials, I tried to call timeout before that ball was dribbled, but they do not agree.
No, and I think they're right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure the Hornets realized they had a timeout. They felt they had to move it, and time was walking away with that shot went through with a little over 3 to go. Here comes Kemba. Kemba for the win. Oh, another overtime. Hope you don't mind staying around.
Overtime.
I've got nothing to do.
Me neither.